although it's contrary to what a lot of we do in responding to situations, was peaceful resistance or peaceful protest that was mentioned before. It's not easy to do at times because of the injustices that you see, but it's the better route, because in the end you gain more credibility and probably more success in trying to fight, let's say, racial injustice. I think you have to keep in mind, there's a lot of people here who support you. You have to keep in mind that everybody, as human beings, has value and has something to offer. You may not know what it is. It may be lay inside you for a while, but with the assistance of people in your schools and various groups, they're going to try to help draw that out from you. Whether it's man or woman, that we respect each other for who they are. Negative comments and names, while maybe at times not intended to hurt people, can hurt people. There's been a lot of racism in this country over the years, going back 40s and 50s. It's an ongoing battle to work to stop that, but I think it's something that we all need to do. So as district attorney, that's an important issue to me. For over 25 years, which is a quarter of a century, being in the district attorney's office and in private practice, I've tried to be fair to people who come before me, who are charged with crimes, whether they're white, black, purple, pink, female, male, whatever the issue is, because that's the way people should be treated. So, in your own way, you need to, certainly may have frustration. I don't know how some people may have been treated, but I think the goal is not to try to lash out, but to get support from the community and your friends in establishing the fact that each one of you as people are equal and have value. And jokes about names, I hear, I don't want to get into it, but in the community, I wouldn't be saying certain words and that can be interpreted in a negative way for someone's race or ethnicity, because it's an issue that's out there and it doesn't help matters. So I just want to say, summarizing it, that again, I have a special place in my heart for the youth. I hope you can, through the help that you get, try to do the right thing and mature as people and treat everybody equal. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce City Councilwoman Pereira.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is so nice for me to be here with you. And when I was asked to come and talk to you, I was excited. I was up last night breaking some stuff down so that I wouldn't make a fool of myself when I was here in front of you. And I'll tell you why I'm happy to be here. Because all of the people that are getting awards here are people who exemplify the best in a human being. And the best in Fall River. Although I would like to thank my friends from New Bedford who popped by, and some people that are here from Brockton, and people that are here from DCF that helps kids with problems. Those are great agencies. But these people did things because they saw that something needed to be done. I'm going to tell you, just this morning, there were 2 cups on the floor, 2 wrappers from a cupcake, and a fork. And I sat here, and I watched people walk back and forth. Then, of course, you know, being a mother, mothers don't like to see stuff on the floor. I picked it up. So many people walk by. It makes a difference. Pick something up. I'm sure that all of you are in a class that maybe there is someone in that class that you've never talked to. Why? Is it because they don't have the right sneakers? Is it because you don't like their hairdo? Get to know people. People are wonderful. And stop judging them by the outside. If people judge me by the outside, they say, wow, she's fat. I work at keeping this body this way. You can laugh, it was a joke. But you've got to make a difference. We could find peace in this world if everybody treated everybody with respect and we were non-judgmental of others. I'm very happy to be here because some of the people that are receiving these awards, and there were other people that were nominated, but there's only a few that get picked. But I know there are other heroes amongst us. Your mothers, your fathers, your teachers, the volunteers, your safety officers, your friend who maybe helped you carry a book. Like, they did something for you. But some of the people that we're awarded today have done an outstanding job. I am bringing citations from members of the City Council who couldn't be here, and I'm here today to represent them. And State Representative Carol Viola was supposed to be here, something came up, but she has sent her citations as well. Because it's an honor that we in the city, in the state, see for people who do make a difference. The first one that I want to talk to you about is Sumaya Udin. Did I say that right, Sumaya? Okay, come on up. Sumaya is a student at Talbot Middle School. She demonstrated braveness and dedication to advocating against bullying. She was held captive in that audience by what she had to say about being bullied. Because she's of a different religion, because her dress may not be what other people are, she's no different than anybody, except what she is, because she's accepting what you all are, what we are. Why don't you tell us kind of what you went?
So I started wearing this in 4th grade, and it wasn't easy at all.
Can you tell us what it's called?
It's called hijab.
Hijab, just so we learn from it.
And we wear it for modesty because people shouldn't like us really just based on our appearance. It's really the inside that matters the most. So I started wearing it in 4th grade, and that's when I got a lot of remarks as, like I started getting called terrorist. I got told to go back to my country. And 5th grade, it got less because we were like the role models. I entered middle school, and I realized that it was just getting harder. That it was just the beginning of this whole battle, I guess. I got called terrorist way more often, and it impacted me more. I started like really taking their words, but then deep down, I also knew that it wasn't accurate. And then I came to 7th grade, and I had no intention of really I wanted to make a difference, but I didn't know what my plan was for my future. And then in October, I had emailed my principal, Ms. Francisco, to make an assembly, and it went perfectly. So I reached out to the other schools, and a few of the principals responded.
And it's brave. She could have just been called names and went home and felt sad and got depressed. She didn't. She was brave enough to stand up and say, I'm no terrorist, and I'm going to let everybody know that. And you are. This is an official citation from the City of Fall River for Sumaya Udin, being chosen as a recipient of the 2015 Heroes of Peace Youth Citizen Award. And to Mr. and Mrs. Udin, thank you very much. You have a wonderful daughter. We're very proud. energy. He's mindful of others. He's an honor student, an athlete, a starter on the JV basketball team. But the thing that's most important about him is when he walks around the halls of Durfee and he sees a bit of a conflict, kind of goes over, mellows it out, makes a difference. That's my friend, Deshaun. Just sitting here today, Deshaun was talking about finance.
Yeah.
Numbers. And my good friend Rich Cabaceres here is a financial advisor. So they quickly exchange cards so that Deshaun can do an internship, hang out with them, see if this is what he wants to do. This is networking. This is people helping people. So you've helped a lot of people.
Yes.
That's good. Tell us a little bit about you, Deshaun.
I know a lot of people here. It's nice to see everybody here. It's always nice to be up in front of people.
Good.
But I just want to say I want to thank Mr. O'Connor for nominating me for this award because it was a pleasure and it's nice to always see a lot of people, a group of people getting together and talking about stuff, very important stuff like this. This is always good. It's not always easy to always do the right thing. I know sometimes it can be a little hard and we always got to step back and reflect on the situation afterward. But I'm telling you, always doing the right thing and making sure you do the right thing is a good move because then you don't want to end up in a situation where it's a little iffy. So doing the right thing will always get you on a better path, and helping other people is always a good thing. It's something that is very important. And I would just like to thank all the people that's ever helped me, and then I'm going to end up passing it forward, paying it forward, helping other people, and letting other people know that giving a helping hand isn't because I just want to do it to make myself feel good. It's to do it to let you know that help is for everybody. Everybody needs help, no matter who you are. You always need help.
Even with his busy schedule, he makes time to mentor kids at the Boys and Girls Club. So that's great. Very proud of you, Deshaun. Like the other trophies that you helped us get.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Rochelle Foley. Hey, Rochelle. Rochelle has given tirelessly of herself to some of the highest risk youth that Fall River has ever seen. She's worked at St. Vincent's Home in many roles, serving children of all ages. She provides continued care, many of these youth, through a lifetime. She has become a parent, a friend, a confidant, a teacher, a mentor, a doctor, anything else that has risen with these youth lives. Many of the youth come from violent and horrific backgrounds, and she has been able to teach them alternative lifestyles for their betterment. She has given them tools, and she finds the talent within them to help them grow into adulthood and to be successful adults. For many of these reasons and more, she is a hero of peace because she brings peace, strength, and hope that she has given and continues to give to children. And I work for many years at DSS, and I work at the DA's office. Now, I just do investigations with parents. And I have seen a lot of kids who are high risk. Maybe there's problems going on in their home. You know, there could be a multitude of issues going on. Maybe a parent is sick, a grandparent is sick. There's a lot of stuff going on. And they don't want to deal with it and turn in different directions that aren't going to help them. And she has done so much. Kids who have to live at St. Vincent's Home, for whatever reason, at least she shows them that there is love and there is a better way and you can be very successful. So I thank you for your work. We do have an Adult Citizen Award for Tom Corey. I don't know how many of you in the room know Tom Corey. Oh, we call Tommy Corey the Beast Man. And it's funny because I grew up with Tommy in the same neighborhood. And Tommy was always peaceful, fun-loving, caring, always wanted to help others. So we do have an award for him. However, he is in much warmer climate than we, and we will make certain that he does get his award. The thing is that sometimes we look at police officers being our enemies, when actually they are your friends. They want to help you. And a group that really exemplifies that is the Special Operations Group. And they also have a lot of the CROs that are in the school. And I've worked with a lot of the CROs in here. And they know the kids in their school. I think is Lieutenant Bernier here? Officer Fogarty. Also, besides all that they do with the school and with all of the youth in school, if you have a problem, they can talk to you. They are people that you can trust. You can tell them something confidential and they'll help you. Something could have happened to somebody and you think that it's your fault or that you're going to get in trouble. Sometimes things happen that are not your fault. But you need to get something to stop. These are the go-to people. Your SROs in the school, your guidance counselors in the school, they are there to help you. They have resources for you. And sometimes we just think it's their job to be here and help us. And we don't show them how much we appreciate them. I know that Lieutenant Bernier also goes to a lot of the neighborhood meetings to make sure that things in neighborhoods are going okay. So you have great resources here.
I just want to say the reason why the lights keep on going off and on has to do with the rehearsal they're having in the auditorium.
The next award goes out to the Katie Brown Educational Program. How are you? Good. The Katie Brown Educational Award. So important. It started out with, dating violence. That's how it started. And somebody ended up dead. So violence is never the answer to anything. And this foundation was created. You want to tell them a little bit about what Katie Brown does? Sure.
So like she had said, the program started because a life was lost due to relationship violence. Happened in 2001 in Barrington, Rhode Island. It was a relationship with Katie Brown, her boyfriend. He unfortunately had killed her. And obviously that life was lost. But we believe that 2 lives were lost because although she had died, her boyfriend at the time, he's in prison right now serving 40 to 60 years. And he was about like 21 at the time, so by the time he gets out, he'll probably be 40 to 60 years old. So, at 60 years old, coming out of prison, life is pretty much halfway over. So with that being said, with this program being started now, we go into classrooms, schools like this, and middle school and elementary schools, just teach about relationship violence so that this doesn't happen again. In relationships, it's really hard sometimes to see, when it's unhealthy. When you're really in love and you really like that person, you don't really see what that person is doing wrong, until it's too late. So this program's a really good program. I'm an intern, so I haven't really been with them that long, and it's really been a pleasure to see them go into the classrooms and just teaching them about relationship violence. I attend UMass Dartmouth, and it surprises me how much students know, high school and middle school, know more about relationship violence than my actual college peers. So it's a really good program, and I hope that with all the work that we're doing, that they go to college and that they learn from what is going on. understand what we're teaching.
And he's just interning. Are you kidding? I thought he had been doing this forever. And it's true in relationships, you know, boyfriend, girlfriends, and then somebody says, no, your boyfriend says, no, I don't want you hanging around with them. I want you to be with me. And he's like, he loves me. He doesn't want to share me with anyone. No, he's controlling you. He's controlling you, right? And that's kind of how things start. I can't believe you're an intern. That was superb. Durfee graduate. Yay, Durfee graduate. City Council, and a citation from the State House, and an award. PNC Durfee Respect Campaign. And the slogan is, words help, words hurt, choose well. I like that slogan. You really think about it. The students from the Durfee Design Program and the Freshman Discovery Art class created amazing logos and artwork to depict their interpretation of that message. The visual representations were incredibly powerful. Who is here from Respect Campaign? Words help, words hurt, choose well. Who's here from that?
That's what people they should do it to get people respect and help others. In general, I like to help people. Someday I'll be the person that keeps helping. I'll keep going to hallways and find people and help them. That's what I should do in general. Become respect officer, help others, they have better chances. Nice words.
You're right, better chance of using nice words. The annual Piece by Piece event, putting together curriculum for nurturing fathers programs, try to get fathers involved and stay involved in lives, organizing parent cafes, sponsoring theatrical performances to empower women, facilitating workshops for new immigrants, or responding to the needs of homeless families. This person understands peace is not so much of a state of tranquility as it is an active process. And peace can be attained when we know how to resolve conflict, that communication is enhanced, and justice is attained to each and every human being. This person exemplifies a can-do attitude that all of us can admire, and all of us should emulate. She does it with laughter and a forgiving spirit. She's responsible for planting over 50 peace poles throughout our community. But those markers would only be hollow gestures if it weren't for the true spirit that she demonstrates every day, that peace is something you do and not just something you desire. You do it. This person is a catalyst for peace. And her name is Wendy Gottlieb. And Wendy says that it's time to move on, so she wants to move everybody. Here are your awards, and I thank you for all that you do for this community. Thank you.